Oof, smoke, baby. Yeah, let's go do that. I think this is a turn where we go and make this into a bit of a melter game by piercing through all the shields here. He has his fortresses far forward enough that it actually should start working. Let's go put something else here, and I think we are going to get rid of these because I just plain need the money, as you can easily see. And that is the round. Our money worked out quite well here. I think this is gonna be a big, big problem for him. I kind of feel like this should have been worse for him. So I'm going to stop talking before I make more of an, you know what, out of myself. Yeah, the forts are definitely doing great here. That said, we have a really strong tech that's going to help us once more. He still has not gotten range on the forts. I think that's one of the main reasons why we're not getting absolutely blasted right now. Yeah, we can't break this fortress, and it's only going to get bigger here. Some smoke landed for him, some smoke landed for me. I should have put more stuff down to shield, honestly. Yeah, I'm thinking he really lacks anti-air. I hadn't noticed it before, but like it's very evident he does not have anti-air. Let's throw a shield down here. It's going to be protecting this marksman. We level those again now. I'm kind of feeling scammed that this guy was still shooting here, but I guess it makes sense. That definitely was a positioning error on my part. There's no denying that, in my opinion. Let's get more of these. And I think it's time to hit these buttons and also get Shooting Squad. I'm not sure how much Shooting Squad is actually going to be doing here. But I feel like I need it. And I kind of want to reinforce this side here. We'll see if anything comes out of it. Does he have any actual anti-air? Except for this one Farseer here. Because I think he does not. Which is actually pretty insane if you ask me. He also has no range on the forts. It's gonna be scary once that comes out, and you know it's coming out. Like, I don't see it happening any other way. This is a very good game. But that is a scary debuff to be under. There's 800 from the boats that he's not going to be killing. Let's be perfectly honest. I can get rid of this. I do have the DPS. Is this game over? It is not. Not yet, at least. Boat drop, eh? We could go deeper into boat. Do we put a tech on them? Let's put a tech on him. Let's also mess with some targeting. Like, we can level this and just throw launcher on it. And that is actually pretty scary for him, I think. He also should be absolutely hitting these buttons again. And I think we just put down some more chaff or something like that. Let's maybe go on this side, distract some of that stuff. I don't think shields are really doing much, but we can probably just throw some shields here. That'll keep some stuff alive. Missiles also won't be doing much because the entire front line is shielded. And I do mean kinda the entire front line. Spiders are still getting some kills on chaff, so I think it's fine. Oof. That is rough. Yeah, I don't... Oh, we've locked onto the big one. Oof. That looks like GG to me. Wow, we really were chunking thanks to the boat drop. Boat drop was evil. Oof. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. You basically only needed the last round. No 1800 for him, but I think it's gonna be happening. Not yet, I should say. I think I got pretty lucky with the boat drop. But then again, like, it was his choice to never build any actual anti-air. I just never really noticed that. Oh, he threw a rhino here. Where did that rhino come from? Was that from a drop? Was that the drop where I took the boats? I want to see that. Let's go to the replays and watch that replay. Because I think he took that rhino when he really, I think, should have taken boats himself or something anti-air, because he had nothing in the air. Was that round 9? Yeah, that's double level 3 rhinos. And he took those, didn't he? Yeah, he took those. That is... I'm gonna call that his game-losing mistake here. What was offered once again? I wanna just quickly check on what has actually gotten offered here. What units is what I'm asking about. Yeah, no anti-air other than the boats, but let's be honest, boats are probably not what you want into this board. I still think the rhino is the mistake here. I still think rhino is a mistake here. Rhino serves even less purpose than the boat. I think if you give the boat range, it's going to stay behind the hounds and behind the fortresses, and then you're actually gonna be fine. Like, he sees that I have no anti-air on these marksmen. Let me actually go there and just put this down and see if this actually works. Because I think this is definitely a way that he can start breaking through. We should be leveling all of these. Then we have the 2 boats. Probably buy another one, and I think we're definitely in the region now where we start hitting the buttons here. And I think what we do here is we just throw down some fangs that this marksman is going to hopefully go through as painfully slow as possible. And let's also like throw a shield here. We now have some anti-air. He never unlocked crawlers the entire match through. Now that is crazy. That is actually crazy. Let's see if anything is coming out of this in the first place. Well, if all my talk is just that, talk. But we are splashing some assault marksmen, so... looks like maybe I was all talk. I'm not sure if that kills him this round. Would have to check his HP. It's 1,350 damage. Back to watch replay. Okay, that button is also new. Okay, no, he could have actually endured that, and then he would have had some anti-air at least. I think, you know what, I'm gonna try this again. But let's do it on his strong side and see if we can break through to a tower. Because we were not breaking through to a tower here, and I think that is an issue. Anything that I can reasonably just sell? I think this thing is not doing enough, honestly. I would very much so like to have the ability to level all of these. Throw that here. And we can put a shield back there. And probably just throw some health on this tower. So let's see if this does actually break through. Because this is the weak side, but there's also then the issue of having to push into the remnants of this army, which are very scary. It's a bunch of melters, and those can take care of boats. That said, it's melters with less range than the boats, significantly less. So maybe there's a way. There is already no more boats. We are about to get a tower here. Yeah, that, like, going on the strong side, actually, it looks like, would have won this, because I don't think the marksman can take care of this. It's not a huge win, but that's that's the opposite of what I would like to see this round, I guess. Very much so the opposite. It does a bunch of damage to me, at least. Yeah, I think the boats on the strong side, that is the play this round. Not sure if triple boat is all that worth it, but that means we get 3 leveled boats next round. And, like, that is a lot of money, but that's also a lot of strength. Next round we have some more deployments to put some more chaff here and delay, or rather distract units. And we do also have the ability to, like, put a saber here or something like that and start locking on this marksman. And overall, I think we're in a better shape. So I think at the end of the day, this should be a learning experience to not have no AA, and if you get dropped, if there's a unit drop and you have no AA, and your opponent has some very powerful air units that just drop, and he can take those at his leisure, then I think that is the lesson to be learned. Take the boats. Alright. So, I hope you had a lot of fun watching and listening to this, and I hope to see you again next time when maybe there will be more Assault Marksmen, and maybe there won't. We'll see. Until then, bye!